Tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. On first down, Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
57 Mike 57. Watch QB drop. Watch QB.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Karan Higdon taking it in from a yard out. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Well, now how about this return? And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Hunter Nice-Swanner on to punt now on 4th down. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. This is taken at the 15. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. The Ryans throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And a give this time to the tailback. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Ward.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Able to power through. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll check this one down to Gainwell.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goddard, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. 7-7, our score after 1. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening? Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
A run with a fullback. It's Ben Mason. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
Third and 2. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. They go play action now. Ryan. Right back to Pitts again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Kyle Pitts Lawrence out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft, the highest a tight end has ever been taken. A lot of people thought he was the best player in the draft as well. Wearing number 8, he's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll try again.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
57 for Mike. Rock 57. They can't hang with us. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Got 1.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass, and the Falcons have taken the lead.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now you can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Open right side, complete to Rager.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Touchdown! Miles Sanders, as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They go play action with Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 12.
Come on. Sponge, 54, sir.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan, a very quick pass to Ridley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan.
This is to Pitts on the quick slant.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
They'll run on first down. Patterson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5.
Here we go. Rush in.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Patterson. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
all runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check, check. 36, 36. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Patterson on the carry. And he'll go down at the 28.
Bart, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Looking for the end zone. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Sanders. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Three yards remain for 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. There's the first NFL catch for Devontae Smith.
Let's go.
And what a year Devontae Smith had at Alabama in 2020. The first wide receiver to win the Heisman since Desmond Howard in 1991 while he was at Michigan. The 10th overall pick of the Eagles, who traded up from number 12 to get him. He's reunited with his old quarterback Jalen Hurts from a few years back at Alabama. 117 catches last year, led all of major college football.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Rolling to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game. Pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking his record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he's with Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy is on fire.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
86 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Coup for the extra point.
And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter depth.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after them, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Room to run past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Let's go, fellas.
A big play there.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Another run with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Flushed out right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Here's Sanders. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will run for it with Gainwell. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Watkins alone on the left side. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get in for the 2 points. It was an incredibly gutsy call, but they've taken the lead by a point late in the game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Ryan. He completes it to Ridley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One last shot for Ryan.
And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This from Tom Dempsey range here. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.